Hello, I'm Natasha. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video I want to talk about why the West hates Russia so much. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the US, UK and EU, along with other countries including Australia, Canada and Japan, have imposed more than 16,500 sanctions on Russia. Their main target has been Russia's money. Foreign currency reserves worth $350 billion have been frozen. There is also some talk of confiscating this money completely, which is effectively stealing Russia's money. About 70% of the assets of Russian banks have also been frozen, and some have been excluded from SWIFT, a high speed messaging service for financial institutions. Western nations have also banned exports of technology Russia might use for making weapons, banned imports of gold and diamonds from Russia, and banned flights from Russia. They have also sanctioned some oligarchs. I mean, this really is rather extreme. They have literally effectively frozen the assets of Russia. They have excluded it from access to Western banking systems. And it's not like these sort of measures just affect the government of Russia, it also affects the citizens of Russia, the innocent people who are living in Russia. They have banned flights from the country, to and from the country, so it is extremely difficult to even travel to and from Russia. There seems to be a visceral hating of Russia. If another country did this to, say, the UK or US, there would be absolute outrage. Russia and China opposed the wars that the West undertook in Iraq and Syria, but it's not like they engaged in this sort of sanction war. What is the reason that the West hates Russia so much? I mean, if we look back at World War II, Russia and the West were on the same side. Russia was instrumental in defeating Nazi Germany, and 27 million people lost their lives in Russia during this war. Obviously, we had the Cold War that followed afterwards, but it's not like Russia is a communist country anymore. Their aim is not to start a world revolution and overthrow the bourgeois elites across the globe. It seems that the West want to depict Russia as evil, just as they did with Saddam Hussein, then Gaddafi, and then Bashar al-Assad in Syria. To be honest, this narrative is so boring and predictable. Okay, the government in Russia is arguably more authoritarian and centralised, but in some ways I think that this halfway house between free market capitalism and communism is needed. It ensures that assets remain in the interests of the people of the country and central regulation of key industries is maintained. It also ensures self-sufficiency in key areas such as food and energy, provided that the leaders act in the interests of the public, of course. We can contrast this to a country like the UK, a free market capitalist country where we sell off all our assets and infrastructure and are not self-sufficient in food and energy, and you can kind of understand why countries like Russia and China have taken this middle ground. I do hope that one day this visceral hating of Russia stops and the leaders can behave in a mature and diplomatic manner, not just for the benefit of Russia, but for the benefit of their own populations, who I believe ultimately do want to live in peace with one another and do want to see an end to these forever wars. Sadly, I don't think that Western leaders possess this maturity.